Am I even gonna be able to talk about this right now?
I was struggling so much.
I feel like kind of invisible.
It just made me feel really terrible about myself, if we're being completely honest.
I'm not quite ready to jump on with him.
But I didn't expect to like this.
Because right now, I'm feeling pretty lonely. You guys, I'm sad. I'm sat here trying to get things done. Things that are on my list to get done. And I just can't because I just have so many thoughts. They're not positive. There might be a silver lining in here, but if you're not in the mood to listen to someone's sad thoughts, just don't watch this part of the video, I guess. But I used to hear other moms talk about feeling some sort of this kind of way. And honestly, I just think I need to talk through it. It might not make any sense whatsoever. Sorry, I have something in my eye right now. But I just need to talk through it. I need to share it in hopes that someone might feel the same way. Or if... Sir, my baby is sleeping. But if you're a new mom and you feel this way, or if you are not a new mom necessarily, but you remember feeling this way, I would love, I think, to read that. That always really, really helps. Just knowing that I'm not alone in these thoughts and feelings. Where do I even start? I think I'm feeling a little bit of what people talk about when they reach a point in their postpartum where it's like, who even am I anymore? Am I even gonna be able to talk about this right now? Like, is this even gonna be productive? Is this gonna be productive? It's a little bit of that, and I think part of new motherhood is kind of finding who you are in being a mom, but also who you are not as a mom. Like, who are you separate from that? But that's really, really hard because you're a mom 24/7. But I feel like I've just been in this survival mode or this massive life transition for so long, like 9 to 10 months now, but that I just haven't really thought about or like felt like I needed to figure that out because it's been a lot of figuring out other things and I haven't really focused on the whole me aspect of any of it. Besides getting help for my mental health, that was definitely very necessary. But you guys saw that I did solo parenting for a day, and in that I explained that since Annie doesn't tolerate the car for very long, and that baby shower that Jack ended up going to was like 2 to 3 hours away, it just didn't make sense to do that and come back like with her. It would be absolutely miserable. In those situations when we have to split up, it's a no-brainer because I exclusively breastfeed her. But this weekend, Jack has a bachelor party. He's in one of his best friend's weddings, and we've known this for, I think, before Annie was born, we knew about this wedding. Before she was here, it obviously didn't feel like a big deal, and in the grand scheme of things, it's really not a big deal, but a lot comes to light, like when the baby's actually here and when we see what postpartum looks like and what parenting first time looks like for us and for me personally and for Jack personally. And so the bachelor party's this weekend, and obviously like I'm not going to that and I wasn't going to go to that anyway, but that's another weekend of me taking Annie. But then for the wedding portion of things, in September, babies aren't, I don't want to say allowed, but it's a no baby or kid wedding. So because Annie can't go to that, I naturally would stay back because I'm exclusively breastfeeding her instead of leaving her for a night with my parents to go have a nice time at the wedding. But then there's another wedding coming up in September, and one of my childhood best friends, we call them cousins, and we call their parents like our aunt and uncle even though there's no blood relation. He's getting married, and that one's all the way in Pennsylvania, so it's like 7 hours away or whatever. So even if Annie was really good in the car, again, it's a no kid type of event. And the whole year it was kind of the sentiment of, you know, we'll see where my breastfeeding kind of journey is and if Annie's on formula or still me or I'm pumping or whatever, and it's very soon, and the closer we get to it, it would be another situation where we would split up and Jack would go and I would not. Now that I'm recounting like these events and these details that are swirling around in my head, it sounds like I'm gearing up to express that I feel resentful towards Jack for being able to go to these things, and that is not it at all. The choice to exclusively breastfeed her has been 100% my choice. Jack will always and always has supported me in any decision that I've wanted to make in that category. And honestly, I did not expect to feel so attached to breastfeeding her. Before she came, I remember feeling no emotional attachment to breastfeeding or formula feeding at all. Because if breastfeeding just didn't end up working out for us and was causing me more stress during the postpartum period, I knew that I would have no issue with going to formula. Like, none at all. But it just naturally did work out. And it naturally just was the easier option. And then I naturally grew to love it. Especially working from home and being home with her, it just flowed so well with our life, and it just is what worked out best for us. And so when we got deeper into it and we started thinking about the events coming up, it became a no-brainer when it came to, oh, like, you know, I'm not going to stop breastfeeding just for these events. I'm also incredibly disinterested in figuring out the pumping situation and building up a supply for when I'm gone. When I got to a certain point in my breastfeeding journey with her, I knew that if it ever came to that, it would just be over for us. Like, that would be where I would stop. So like I was saying, as these events started popping up and kind of coming closer, originally it was a no-brainer. You know, I would stay behind, obviously, because I am her food source for milk, and Jack would go. But there's been just this slight shift recently, very recently, and I think it has to do with the first solo parent day that I had, where Jack went to an event and I stayed behind with her, where I kind of just feel a little like lost. Not like me lost in like who am I or what's going on or whatever, just kind of like I feel like I've been lost in it. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I guess it's not lost, it's kind of invisible. Nobody besides me and my decision to continue exclusively breastfeeding her has made me feel this way at all. But I think it's just really weird seeing your partner, the person that has been the closest, and like you guys have been like this in it together for these 9 months, and watching him kind of break off and go to these things and I can't is a new feeling. Again, I don't resent him at all, because at any point I could say, yep, no, I'm done, I'm gonna come with you and we're gonna switch to formula. But I just didn't expect to feel such an emotional attachment to breastfeeding. So here we are. I think the best way to describe it is that it feels very similar to when I have lost a loved one when they have passed on. And there's the sudden shock and the family gathering and the sadness and the arrangements, and you take off work and you grieve, but then eventually it's time to move on. And you realize that the whole world has been spinning this whole time, and you have to jump back on it after a certain point. And realizing that watching my ride or die, my partner in all of this, go and do these events and the bachelor party and this wedding and that wedding, well, I stay behind because of this choice that I have made that I didn't think would be that big of an impact on me emotionally. It feels like he's jumping back on the world that's been spinning this whole time, and I'm not quite ready to jump on with him. This is no hate at all if this person is watching this. But I remember before I realized that I felt this way at all, a few months back, I was talking to somebody about one of those upcoming weddings, and they were wondering, you know, if we were both coming and all of this stuff. And I just explained that, you know, since it's a no-kid event and I'm feeding her, blah, blah, blah. And they just so nonchalantly said, oh, just, you know, pump a few bags or whatever. And they didn't mean anything bad by it, but I feel like it's so easy to say that, you know? There's just so much attached to it. It's not a few bags, it's literally like 2 days worth of milk to make sure you have. And then there's messing with the supply and whatever, all that stuff. A lot of reasons as to why I will not be introducing pumping at this point in the game. I do realize that by talking about anything that I choose to talk about online, it naturally just opens the subject up for people to have their suggestions and opinions. But I'm personally I'm not looking, as much as I want somebody to just tell me what to do and make the call for me. Such a personal choice that's just not what I'm looking for here. But it has had me kind of start thinking about what the end looks like for me and for her, and that's really sad. I did always know that if we were still breastfeeding at 12 months, that would be where it would end, but especially if it was going well, I just never considered choosing that sooner than 12 months. But it's something that I am thinking about, and it's just something that I'm struggling with right now. So thanks for listening. Like I said before, if you guys have had similar struggles or you feel like you're going through something similar, I think I would love to know. I would love to read those. I would love to know that I'm not alone, because right now I'm feeling pretty lonely. Oh, hello. It is a few days later. Annie is sleeping in the next room, so I'm just gonna be a little bit softer with my voice. But I'm feeling better. I always look back at clips like that, and sometimes I don't even post them. Because when you feel better, like when you've gotten the mental space and or you've talked it through with loved ones, etc., you look back and you kind of feel silly about feeling so down about something. But those moments are real too, and those feelings are still something that I'm navigating even when I do feel better. So I think I'm gonna keep it in. Because it's normal to feel those things, and clearly that is an underlying thing that I am feeling. When I was editing it, I think I could sum it up a little bit better, but obviously I was just talking from the heart. But just an overarching feeling of being ready to experience a little bit more freedom than I have been able to feel as an exclusively breastfeeding mom, but also conflicted with not feeling so ready to be done breastfeeding. I don't think I'll ever feel like happy, I guess, to be done with it, but I do know that eventually I'll be like ready to be done. You know what I'm saying? Those two things are clashing right now, and it's just something I'm navigating. So thanks again for listening to that. Kind of on a similar type of realm of wanting to feel, or like reaching to feel a little bit more like my own self. Earlier this summer, I was struggling so much to dress myself as a breastfeeding mom, as a postpartum mom, and just having a new body in general. I was so lost with my wardrobe. The stuff that I had from last summer either was massive because I had this like huge belly, but then when I went to my pre-pregnancy stuff, it just made me feel really terrible about myself, if we're being completely honest. I don't want to feel that way, but let's just acknowledge that a lot of us do feel that way. And so I picked up a smorgasbord of pieces. I did a lot of research. I was definitely in analysis paralysis on like the pieces I wanted to pick up for the summer. One of them didn't come in until like mid-July because it was on back order, and I wanted to do a collective haul, so that's why we are here today. The vast majority of these pieces I literally wear every single week. This is literally has been my summer wardrobe for the most part, and the vast majority I'm obsessed with. I'm also going to show you guys the stuff that I haven't really reached towards and why, so you can kind of make your own judgments on it. We still have like a month and a half to 2 months of really nice weather, and a lot of these things can go into fall and winter with leggings and sweaters and things like that. There's no rhyme or reason to the order of these things, but I'm thinking we start with this outfit I'm literally wearing right now that I did not plan for this video, but it's full of the pieces that I picked up at the beginning of the summer. Starting with this tank top. It's perfect. I think I'm going to buy 2 more of them, honestly. I love the high neck. It was under $10 when it was on sale. It's the perfect crop and the perfect tightness. It's Old Navy, by the way. I think I got a size medium. I could have got a small, but I like the extra rim, and the fit is seriously like the best thing ever. Moving on to these shorts. You guys saw me get these shorts. I'm obsessed with them. I got these in a size large. They're by Nike, and the last time I checked, Nike did not have like super high-waisted stuff, but this is their like quintessential runner short that we all wore in like high school if you're around my age, but high-waisted. This part feels really nice, and it just like feels very supportive, and it hugs my just natural waist while this part remains flowy. It's fantastic. It's also nice and stretchy. Pre-pregnancy, I was very consistently a medium. In mediums, I can make work, but we're going for comfort and just feeling good here. And a large, as far as the fit and having the room that I want, is the solution for me. Moving on to a top that is a bra-like top. So obviously I wear it under stuff, but it's also a crop within itself. I will be buying another one of these. Mark my words, probably a more neutral color as we go into fall winter. This is by Free People. I hadn't seen it on their site before. Normally I am obsessed, and I still am, I still like these, but I really like these Happiness Run tops from them. I'll try that on in a second so you can see. But this I've never seen before, and I don't know which one I like better because they're actually two different fits, but I didn't expect to like this. My workout game right now is not strong at all. My workout game is picking up my daughter and holding her for as long as I can before my arm starts to feel like it's gonna fall off. Like, that's the workout game right now. But I feel like this top makes me feel so athletic when I haven't really done anything athletic besides the baby toddler Olympics on the arm, you know? As you can tell by how amped I am talking about these clothes, there are a lot of favorites that I just feel really good about and I feel really good in. But if there is literally anything that you take from this video, these have been game changer. You would think they look like just your regular standard like sticky pad type of thing that like wears off after like 10 uses. It's not. They are called cakes. They are grippy. They are not sticky. They are medical grade silicone, and they use our body heat to adhere to us. You wear them under things that are more form-fitting because again, they're not sticky. So if you wear like a flowy thing and you try to put this on, it will fall off, but it stays in place because it adheres to your body using your body heat. And the bra game, especially postpartum and just like not knowing what is comfortable and what I actually want to wear and not wear, so nice, so seamless. It just gives shape that I would obviously be lacking if I wasn't wearing them. One of the biggest things for me is they say no NFO, nipple freak out. That's what they call it. That is always happening to me. If I'm cold, if there's a breeze, like there's just no hiding it, and these do. There's just so many good things about them. Moving on to another athletic type short. You guys saw me get this one, but I ended up keeping the large size of these Halara viral shorts. I would say they're not my absolute favorite of this haul, but I still reach for them at least once a week. I do love that they have these shorts underneath. I've used this pocket multiple times for either my phone, snacks for Annie, like it's very convenient. The only gripe I have is that I personally need a size in between the medium and the large. If I had that, there would be a little bit more support on this. There's just some gaping because I don't quite fit the large, but the medium didn't have the flow that I was looking for that the large gives me. Next up is this Amazon tank. I'm gonna put my cakes underneath because you can't be bothered with those just like thick pads that these things come with. And another reason why I love cakes so much. I forget if I literally just said this, but this is meant, I think, to be a dupe for the Align tank from Lululemon, and I really enjoy it. It's really easy to just slip one of these off for breastfeeding, and what I did with the majority of these when I was in my analysis paralysis picking out all of these pieces was just make sure that everything could kind of go together so that I felt like I could mix and match and be excited about new outfits. So a lot of these colors just really work together. But yeah, this is what it looks like from the back. Pretty simple. I think I got a size large in this. There's definitely more fabric in different places, but it fits really well on the chest area. Another thing that I'm just like navigating of things just fitting so differently is definitely the chest area, definitely the midsection area. They're all just very different, but then some things are like back to what they felt like pre-pregnancy or like the measurements are, but I have to get a certain size for the chest at the moment. All right. These sweatshorts I would add to my Hall of Famer type of list. They are Old Navy, and I have the 5-inch inseam sweatshorts. I'll put these on in a second, but I've got the 5-inch ones. I got these while I was pregnant to fit the belly, so they're definitely more roomy, on the roomy side, because I think I stretched these out, honestly. But I got a large in these and then a large in the 3-inch inseam as part of this haul, and I'm obsessed. They did shrink a little bit when I put them in the dryer the first time, but they still work really nice. And again, if you want something longer, they come in 5-inch as well. But I love the cut that the 3-inch is giving. The last time I checked, these were low on stock, but I went to check to buy another pair of these because I don't know how sweatshorts can just make you feel so flattering, but when they're the right sweatshorts, like I wear them every single week, multiple times a week. These are the 5-inch. You can see there's just like a lot more fabric, even though they are the same size technically. But these ones are definitely a little more like loose and roomy because I was wearing them with my big old belly last summer. All right, I'm gonna share two kind of like boring things, but things I still feel very passionate about. I'm gonna slip my capes into this, but I got a Skims bra, I think for the first time. I've tried their underwear before, but on the search for pieces that would make me feel good, I was navigating the bra situation, hence the cakes, but I also went ahead and got one of their bestseller bralettes because at this stage I'm not looking for anything like so supportive, but if I'm over the athletic tank situation or I'm dressing myself in a regular outfit, like a dress that needs something a little bit extra, I wanted to have something that I like on hand. And although I haven't worn this a ton this summer because I mostly am in athleisure type of things, I do really feel passionate about this piece. This is what it looks like from the back. There's no snaps, and I don't know if you can tell, but like the fabric is just so soft. It doesn't have an underwire, but it does have a more supportive band than some of these just no band whatsoever athleisure type of bralettes. Just a great option to have in my wardrobe for that little bit extra. On the whole underwear bra note, I need to share these underwear. While I was early postpartum, I loved the Bodily underwear. I think I've shared them before. I got a 3-pack of like their C-section postpartum pregnancy underwear, and they were so good. But once I was out of that stage, I didn't need something that was that heavy duty, but I did want something that was seamless because thongs are, I think my thong days are completely over if I'm being honest, so I needed something completely seamless. I love a high-waisted underwear. I understand that this is like granny panty central, but that's my favorite. That is literally my favorite. I can't do anything low cut anymore. It just feels awful. Oh my gosh, anything low cut is just So I was on the hunt for something lightweight, breathable, truly seamless, because some companies will say that their underwear is seamless, and it's like, you can for sure see that. And also something that just doesn't like ride up all the time because it's seamless, you know? Very difficult to find. I found it. These underwear are from Gap, and I don't know how to describe it. It seems like you can get these anywhere. I've tried Amazon ones, I tried Skims ones, and I tried these ones, and I think a couple other brands. These ones. All right, 2 items here. First, this top, it's the Free People one I was referencing before. It's called the Happiness Runs Tank. If you do decide to pick this up, just be careful. There is the Happiness Runs crop or bralette or something. This is the longer version. It's their tank top. I wear it under things. I wear it as a shirt. I have it in a bright pink as well, so I went and got a neutral color to have, and this is the back. And it's super cute. There are a ton of Free People dupes online, like on Amazon, and I have purchased multiple different items of those, but I keep coming back to the original. It's just, there's something about it. It lasts forever. The quality is like so noticeable. And then these puppies, these are a Hall of Famer. These are a favorite of this haul for sure. I don't remember the exact name of them. Obviously everything will be linked down below, but they're by Levi's, and they are just the perfect mom, high-waisted, long, classic Levi's denim short. I wear them 2 ways. I wear them unrolled, so this is what they look like. Unrolled. rolled, but then depending on the outfit, depending on the vibe, I will also roll them to about this length. And I love that too. It's just completely different vibes, and depending on the shirt that I'm wearing, I'll go with either look. I just know that these are going to be in my closet forever. I do not regret this investment whatsoever. One more top, and then I have two like full bodysuit or full one-piece situations. I feel very passionate about this shirt. And I've been wearing some of this stuff for like a straight solid month at this point because I was waiting for one of the last things to come in, like I said. So I've really put these to the test to see if I really like them. This, of all places, is from Life is Good, the Life is Good brand. I was on the hunt for a oversized cropped t-shirt to go with some of these outfits, to go with some of my high-waisted shorts. You can take your oversized t-shirts and obviously crop them yourself. I didn't have any extras that I wanted to do that with, hence the search for this. I digress. This is the perfect cropped t-shirt. The Life is Good brand. My friend got us a couple Life is Good things for Annie before she was born, and I was reminded at how quality their things are. They're nice and thick, they'll last forever. I think it's called their boxy tee. I got a size large. I could have got a medium, but this is what the large fits like, and I really, really enjoy it. I just got a simple one that has a strawberry on it, but I loved this so much. I literally bought another one yesterday when I'm filming this vlog yesterday, and it's coming very soon. So you'll probably see those in the next vlogs, but it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Highly recommend. All right, I promised that I would show you ones that I wasn't super thrilled with. I have not gravitated towards this bodysuit that I got off Amazon. I just haven't reached for it. It's not something that I would wear by itself. I would actually... I'm not even gonna do that. I would actually, and I have worn it with like a linen button-up, like collared situation tied around my waist, and it's cute enough. But again, with all of these other options that I have and this next one-piece outfit I'm about to show you, it's just, you know, it's just not it. If I could get more specific, I wish the short part was a little bit longer, and then the boob area is just so odd. It's double lined up here for a little extra support. I got a size large, but the part that's double lined, or like that shelf bralette part, is so, it's like so small that half my boob half the time is like underneath it and sticking out the bottom, while all the rest of it is like on the top. It's just, I'm just constantly making sure that this area is okay when I'm out in public, and that's just not something that you want to be doing when you're trying to just be comfortable and feel your best, you know? All right, this is the piece that was back ordered, and I'm so happy that I didn't cancel it and I just waited for it to come in because I love it. I love it so much. This is the Free People, I think it's the Hot Shot dress. I saw so many people wearing it. I just wasn't sure if it was like worth the hype, you know? It is. I'm here to tell you it is. Again, there are dupes that you can get off Amazon, but again, I've just found the quality of this, like the straps, the thickness, the stretchiness, the material, the thickness of the cotton, and like the spandexy material is just like so nice. I was worried about the length of it because on the models it did seem short, and on me this is definitely more on the shorter option obviously than I would usually do for dresses. However, shorts underneath, are you kidding me? So nice. It's an athleisure dress. It feels so feminine, and I actually love the cut of it. Even though it seems so simple, I just love the way it falls. And then if I'm running around with Annie and I have to like bend down to pick her up, oh, she's got shorts underneath. Don't even worry about it. I wear this with my Hoka sneakers because it looks really cute with that. I wear this with my Chacos because it goes with that as well. And I wear it with Birkenstocks because it goes with that as well. It's not just shorts underneath, by the way. It's like a full-on cotton bodysuit situation. I found that I love pairing it with this new crop top that I got from Free People as well. It's the perfect combo. I think I'm actually just going to call this my outfit for the day now that I have it on and I don't want to change into anything else. Like I said, I'll leave everything that I can linked down below, but if you get anything from this haul, it's cakes, first of all. But it's also just the sentiment, if you're gonna buy things, to buy things that you know will make you feel good. Take the extra time to pick out things that you really like. If you get something in the mail and it doesn't fit right, I sent back 2 or 3 things in this haul to get the next size up because that just made me feel my best and I just loved that fit even more. Because of that, I've just been reaching for literally nearly every single thing all summer long. But I'm happy you and I could end this vlog on a positive note. Thank you guys so much for listening to both parts of the video if you've made it this far. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so down below because I upload videos like these every single week. I love you all so much and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye!